Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you the worst home improvements that we've made to our house, or things that we slightly regret, and if we could go back in time, we would change. We've been in this house for nearly 10 years and we have completely renovated it, and it's fair to say we have learned a lot along the way. There's loads of things that we've definitely got right, but there's a few things we've got wrong. So 2 weeks ago, I made a video about the best home improvements that we've done on this house. If you haven't seen that video, I will link it in the description and you can check it out. But in the comments on that video, so many of you guys requested that I make a video about the worst things that we've done. So here it is, and let's get into it. So my biggest home improvement regret on this house is not moving our porch or repositioning it. As soon as you walk in the front door, you are like straight into the living room, and it's a really big room, but now that we have extended the back of our house, we tend to never use it. So at the moment, it's like a random office come adult sitting room, but what we should have done is repositioned the porch over here. We should have put the front door and the porch here, and then we would have had a hallway that you would have walked into the hallway, and then the stairs would be in the perfect position. They wouldn't like randomly be through the room, and then this could be an actual like snug or adult sitting room. So that is my biggest regret. I think we could have actually had a usable hallway. You could have walked in the front door, you could have hung up your coat, had a nice little hallway, gone up the stairs, and had another living room. So I massively regret that. And while we're talking about the porch, another huge regret and waste of money is when we first bought this house, we bought a really beautiful solid wood door. It looked great, and then Matt painted it the color that we wanted, but throughout the seasons in the UK, it would swell in the winter and then it would shrink in the summer. So in the winter, we couldn't even open the door. I remember I would have to put the baby car seat down to then like karate kick the door in so that we could get in. Then we'd have to get a carpenter out to shave it to make it smaller, but then in the summer there would be a gap. It was just a nightmare. So now we have a composite door, which did cost more money, but it has been the best investment and probably the best thing we've done for our marriage. Another big regret is not installing a hot tap in our kitchen when we had it done. You can basically get a little tap which has instant boiling water, but when we were doing the work, it just felt like such a luxury and an extra expense. But now, having done some research, it actually works out more economical, and every time I make pasta or vegetables or tea or coffee now, I think we should have done it, but at the time it just felt like such a lot of money. But we're definitely planning on getting one in our new house, so I would actually love to know in the comments if you have one and if you're really pleased with it. We have these huge bifolding doors in our living area, and that's one of the best things that we did. But if we could go back in time and do it again, we would change the doors slightly. When the kids want to get outside to open the doors, you have to unlock it and then pull this up and then push these two big doors out, and you can actually get bifolds where just this door here would open out, and it would have been so much easier for the kids because we always have to help them with it, and it's just a bit of a struggle for them to do it, and they're in and out of the garden so often. I kind of wish that we had had this as just one door that opened out. This next one's a bit controversial because in the video that I made about the best home improvements that we made, I said that choosing composite decking was one of the best things that we did, and it is, but we kind of wish that we had less of it now. When we designed the garden, we had very small babies and we wanted them to be able to walk out onto the same level as the house, and it has been brilliant for that. And we also thought we might have a table in this area, but we actually have the table on the other side. And now that our boys are older and they are obsessed with football, we kind of wish that we had less deck and more garden. So if we could go back in time, we would redesign the deck. I'm not sure about this angle, but I really wanted to talk about the built-in speakers that we did to this room. When we extended our home, we spent some money having some built-in speakers and an amp so that we would have surround sound when we're watching TV. But now TVs are so good, they come with amazing sound bars, and you can also buy really good speakers. And now that we're moving house, we can't take this with us, and it was actually a bit unnecessary. The next one isn't a huge regret, but it is something to bear in mind. When we redid some of the rooms in our house, we thought we were being really forward thinking by having USB chargers installed in the rooms, and they've been great. They charge most things fine, but now that we have the latest iPhone 11s, the power is actually not strong enough to charge our phones. So it's just slightly annoying because obviously as technology is improving, it's actually getting too good for like the USB charger thingies. So yeah, just something to think about. Another big regret is not having underfloor heating installed in our ensuite bathroom. This was one of the first rooms that we redid about 8 or 9 years ago, and it just felt like such a big expense to do underfloor heating. But every morning when you walk into this room, it is freezing because it's above our garage. So it is really, really cold, and I wish that we had done underfloor heating. Something I wouldn't waste your money on is day and night blinds. Although I love the way that they look and it gives you a little bit of privacy, they don't really go day to night. When you close them, it's still pretty light. So after having them installed, we then also needed to pay to have blackout blinds installed to make the rooms really dark enough for young children. So if you're looking for that darkness in a bedroom for kids, definitely don't get these. Something else that we really regret is having a tap like this that comes out so far. Our 3 boys bath in here, and twice they have hurt their backs on this tap, especially because there's 3 of them and they really do fill it up. If you stand up near the tap, it will scratch them on the back, and I just so wish that we got one that was either flat to the bathtub or just didn't come out so much. And the last regret that I wanted to share with you is having white grouting on our bathroom floor. So we have these really cute white tiles, and we decided to go with white grouting as well, but I can never get it as clean as I want to, and I wish we had gone with grey grouting. I have tried gadgets. You've probably seen me cleaning it in my cleaning videos. We've tried bleach, we've tried baking soda, we've tried so many things, and although they do get them cleaner, it's not like as white as I really want it to be. So if we could go back in time, I would get grey. Right, so that's it for this video. Those are all the regrets that I wanted to share with you. I really hope this is giving you some food for thought, especially if you are currently renovating. And I would also love to know in the comments any regrets that you guys have, because as you know, we're about to move house and it is a bit of a project as well. So I would really be interested to hear. But yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye guys.